Hello everybody, my name is Matt and welcome back to the Legend of Vox Machina. Actually, this is the first time on this channel, but we are doing Season 3. If you remember, or if you watched my last Hell of a Boss shorts, I talked about wanting to start this up. No idea how badly Amazon is going to try and completely destroy me for doing this, but we are going to see. I'm going to try and do the whole episode like I usually do with the filter on top where I stop. If for some reason in the final edit of this I'm chopping it up, that means I've tried and I couldn't do it without Amazon screwing me over, so I'm just chopping it up into the relevant bits. Sorry about that ahead of time. So, as usual, you can skip to the reaction in the chapter times below, but I just wanted to say a little bit before we began. For those who might not have watched other videos where I talked about leading up to this recording of this series, I am a huge Critical Role fan. I have seen all 3 campaigns. And I will say, I'm most excited for Mighty 9, which is the second campaign, which is being animated as we speak right now. And I think it's probably starting next year, early next year, is going to be the first season. If I had to order the campaigns themselves, it would probably be 2, which is Mighty 9, 3, which is Bell's Hells, and then 1, which is Vox Machina. That's not to say that I dislike Vox Machina, and I've said this before, so I'm sorry if you heard me repeat this. It's more that for the Vox Machina campaign, and thus for the show, you can even feel it in the show, half of the players, or maybe even more, at least half of the players had not played D&D before, so they were playing basic, like, tropey archetypes of characters. You had, Vax, he's the rogue, and Vex, she's just the ranger, and then you have Scanlan, he's just the goofy bard. But as they developed these characters, now that we're in Season 3, they get a little bit more in-depth, which is what I'm hoping for, knowing what happens in the series. I expect we're going to get stuff like Anna Ripley and romances. They've said that the romance stuff is going to pick up, which means we're going to get a lot more of... I don't want to spoil it, but they have teased the couples at this point. They've teased Vex and Percy. They've teased Vax and Keyleth. They've teased Scanlan and Pike, although I don't think that starts to become more overt till later, but I might be wrong. They are switching things around in the campaign when they happen. But yeah, I'm excited for this campaign, but campaign 2 is really where it pops off, where every single one of the characters has like a deep backstory. They're not just like a tropey archetype. But regardless, we are full into the Chroma Conclave arc in Legend of Vox Machina. Rip to a goat, to Lance Reddick. He is the voice of Thordak. I was wrong when I did my reaction to the trailer. I thought that he was not around to record this whole season. But he was. This is one of the very last things he did. It's not the last thing that he did, but it's one of the last things. So I'm both happy and sad that we get to hear Lance a final time in this series. So without further ado, let us begin. This episode is called A Deadly Bargain. I believe it's going to pick up right after where Season 2 finale was, where Raishan confronted Vox Machina in Whitestone under the guise of Keeper Yenin. And we'll just see what happens then. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, now. Amazon, don't screw me! Thanks. Maybe a new intro? Let's see. Oh, Vex on her broom. Vex and Vax. Oh! Is this the preview that they showed on Twitter? Where Vax discovers the eggs? I think it is. Man, the animation on this is so cool, and I do have to say, I forgot, I can't. A spacebar on Amazon Prime is the pause. One thing that I have heard a criticism of this show is that Vax and Keyleth, even in the campaign 1, Keyleth got this a lot. And I think a lot of it is also because people did not like Marisha for bigoted reasons, because she was new and she was dating Matt at the time, who was the DM. They're married now. And fans in the internet being the internet, people hated on her a lot. But I will say, some people do feel like Vax and Keyleth are like the main characters of Vox Machina. And if you know anything about the campaigns going forward, I can understand that argument. I don't agree, but I'm interested to see, because the show has been tweaking things slightly from the campaign. For example, the romance between Vax and Keyleth has been delayed. And not even really delayed, but stretched out more to where they're still not really in a relationship. And I'm interested to see if they give more screen time to things. And they've already done this with Pike when Ashley Johnson, her player, was off recording the Blind Spot. Where they were, she left the campaign for a while and then came back, but in the show they were actually adding in new custom scenes for her. So I hope they do that with some of the other characters like Scanlan, kind of, and Grog. So I guess we'll see. But this is definitely the intro where we discover the eggs that they did show off at the end of the last season. Thordak's eggs.
Tal'Dorei's kingdoms lay broken at my feet, yet my conclave continues to fail me.
Send me, my king. I will dispatch those that threaten you.
You have your talents, but with Umbrasyl fallen, Raishan's mission is more crucial than ever.
I'm interested where this scene takes place, because at the end, Raishan was talking to them, so I wonder if she's still staying around, or when this happens in relation to that.
Something was here.
Also, one thing I know I'm pausing a lot, I'm trying to avoid Amazon screwing me over. I do hope that they add on a little bit more to this plot with Thordak and the eggs, because it always felt kind of half-baked in the campaign, in my personal opinion, when I watched Campaign 1. This plot, like, the plot of just 4 super powerful dragons was enough, and I know Matt was trying to make it more, like, intricate by adding in this concept about the eggs, and I just didn't care when I was watching the campaign. So I hope that they do something with that here. I guess we'll see. Vax and the Deathwalker's Ward, man. And his Boots of Speed, which I don't think they really haven't talked about in the show yet.
Children soon will be gods.
I think that, unless I'm mistaken, the show might have just included Vax's Boots of Speed, his haste boots, into the armor. But in the campaign, Vax has boots that gives him haste, which is why he's so fast. But I think they're just including that in the armor here. Nice. I love this part at the end here. The part where he sticks his head out and fires. I always thought that was funny when Dragon chases. It's like the heroes get through the first major cavern and the dragon gives up. And I was like, why wouldn't they keep chasing him? Okay, this is after.
Stripping Tal'Dorei of its gold, but not to satisfy his greed. For another purpose.
What purpose?
Enough of this yapping!
Run, don't!
Okay, maybe a little more yapping.
Everyone in this chamber shares a goal. The end of the Center King. And if you join me, it is a goal we are capable of achieving.
We know firsthand what you're capable of. Your kind raised Byrodin.
Nearly everyone in our village dead, including our mother.
Yep.
Not all dragons are the same. Some can be cruel.
Some can be clever.
But some can be truthful.
Oh, Raishan was the little girl from Season 2. Everyone always thought at the beginning of Season 2 when they were escaping the capital, when they were escaping Amon, this kid ran through and then looked at, was it Keyleth, I think? Looked at one of the characters for like a long time, or maybe Vax. And the green eyes, all people on the fandom were like, dude, that's fucking Raishan. That's totally Raishan. That's how she got to Whitestone. I'm glad that they included that bit.
Thordak did that to you?
Not exactly, but he will be punished nonetheless.
So it's revenge you're after?
Not a stranger to vengeance, are you? Then you know it can create unusual allies.
So what did he do to you? Lovers' quarrel?
It's not what Thordak did. It's what he didn't do.
I don't remember this part in the
Trapped
campaign.
in the fire plane, tethered to the soul anchor, Thordak was a pathetic prisoner of flame.
I mean, the part with Raishan being hurt. I don't remember that bit.
I snuck through Pyra to strike a deal with him. A runic curse afflicts me. But centuries of survival have given Thordak knowledge of a cure.
Free me, diseased deceiver, and I shall free you of your ailment.
The bonds of the soul anchor were unbreakable, but with my magic, he gave himself over to it. Fused with it, its elemental force nourishing his body, contaminating his mind.
Interesting. So they're retconning it a little bit. I would have to go back and watch campaign 1 because I don't remember. But I remember in the show, in season 2, Alora says that her and some other magi fused that to his chest. Am I misremembering that? I don't remember if that happens in the campaign. In the campaign, he has the soul anchor. I don't remember who gave it to him though. Last season, I'm like 99% sure they said Alora did that. Or maybe they just bound him here with the soul anchor, but not infused it into him, is how they're going to go with it. You have to remember, it's been like almost a decade from campaign 1, and I only watched it once.
I begged him to use prudence. But the gem gave him ungodly power.
Yeah, and this is where he killed everybody. Or almost everyone.
And uncontrollable.
Oh, this is Keyleth's moment where she says, "Don't call me a child again," or whatever that line was. Where Keyleth pops off.
He called himself king. Demanded I find loyal subjects. His conclave.
And the cure?
There is no cure.
Then why not slay him yourself? Your magic made him like this.
With that crystal in his chest, neither of us can destroy him alone. But together.
There is no together, bitch.
Yep.
You opened that rift. Half of Pyra is dead because of you.
I freed him, yes.
Let's go, Marisha.
You massacred your people. True. I assume you wish me dead, Ashari?
That's an understatement.
Your wish will soon be granted. The pain grows worse every day. But I will see Thordak pay for his lies before his plan comes to fruition.
Plan? What plan? This vague bullshit's getting old.
A new order of elemental dragons born of
Okay, here we go.
spawn.
Alright.
When his brood of eggs in Iman hatches, your world will be bathed in fire.
My vision.
When will these eggs hatch?
Weeks, maybe days.
I mean, what are we waiting for? We got vesticles.
Vestiges.
Yeah, right, well, they whooped Umbrasil.
I'm trying to see what's the next vestige that they need after this. So they got the gauntlets, they got Mythcarver, Vax got the armor. I think it's... I don't want to spoil it, but I think it's Pike's armor. The Plate of the Dawnfather, I think, is the next one. Right?
Oh, let's charge that castle and whoop him too.
Ha! You'd be destroyed in a heartbeat. You may have vestiges, but not the one you need. The Plate of the
Yo!
Magical armor that can repel hellfire itself. It has felled dragons before. And it can again.
I don't suppose you brought this thing with you in like a big purse or like a tote?
It resides
Oh,
in Okarel,
that's why they're going to
located by
hell.
Umbrasil before you
I
destroy
forgot that
it.
that was why they were going to
Now
hell.
Another treasure hunter seeks it, so time is of the essence.
Raishan, go fuck yourself. Anyone can conjure illusions. This is clearly an ambush, and we are not falling for it. The answer is no.
You all agree with the Ashari?
We're a team.
Without an alliance, I die, as do you. But if that's the path you've chosen...
No, don't let her do it!
I could have swore, am I wrong? Maybe they just didn't include it. in this scene when she's talking, she keeps calling Keyleth like child. And at one point, Keyleth snaps and she's like, "Don't fucking call me a child again." That was a really cool scene. I wish they would have included that here.
Sean, are you alright?
Waking in your arms again? Oh, you should start charging me.
Ow! For the
Vax is just getting down with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, then say something only the real Keeper Yenin would know.
Sometimes you wear a crown and call yourself Grand Poobah the Mayonnaise when no one's looking.
Oh my god, what a callback!
Thank the Dawnfather she only left you in the dungeon.
Or like a
It could have been
reference.
far worse.
The question remains. Do we
In
dare
season
chase
3.
down this armor?
Campaign 3.
Conspire with Raishan?
No way. She killed Sovereign Uriel. It's a deal with the devil.
But how badass would it be if we rolled in riding a fucking dragon? Knock, knock, Thordak! Acid!
She shoots poison?
Oh, right. Knock, knock, Thordak! Poison!
If she helps defeat the Conclave, that's well worth it.
I don't like this either. But Raishan could have just attacked us. She wanted to talk. Maybe we should listen.
To a mass murderer?
Sometimes a stiff moral code must be bent for the greater good.
No! I will not dishonor the Ashari.
I'll go after her.
I can fly too, and also I am her romantic
We
partner.
all going out the window?
Whoever's there, you don't want to fuck with me tonight.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, this is oh.
Idea of working with that monster after what she
This
did.
is the kiss moment from the trailer.
The rest of the team, it always feels like my opinions don't count.
They count with me.
Do they, Vax? You've been so different. I miss you.
There were things I needed to understand.
Look, for those of y'all that are going to watch all the animated series and have not watched the campaigns, these two, people aren't wrong when they make the complaint that it seems like they're the main characters, but also keep these two in mind for the second show and the inevitable third show. That's not me saying no one dies and they survive, especially, I mean, just saying, keep them in mind.
With the matron.
And do you?
Not everything, but enough. There's a balance. Like I'm finally ready for whatever comes next.
I'm glad you have someone who supports you.
Kiki, I can be that person for you if you need me to.
I need that a lot right now.
Yeah! Oh! Interesting! I love that. I don't remember if that's definitely not in the campaign. Because the two of them first kiss way back in what would have been season 1 at the Sun Tree when they're fighting the Derolos, or they're fighting the Briarwoods. And in the show, Keyleth is like, "What now?" or whatever. That's when they actually kiss for the first time. But I think this is referencing the fact that druids in Dungeons and Dragons, when you hit level 20, druids are basically immortal. They live forever. And so he's seeing her react to everybody being dead, but she would still be alive because she's endless. She never ages to the point of death. So that's cool. I like that.
Sorry, was that bad? I felt your tongue and it freaked me out, and
Oh.
I'm new at this, and...
No, it was wonderful. Just intense. And, I need a moment.
Oh, okay. I'll
walk back first, then, so no one suspects.
I'll see you there.
I also love the fact that, look, let's all be fucking honest. Vax is hot, so is Vex. All the characters are attractive, pretty much. But I love the idea that Vax is attractive, but he's like super cringe. Like, he's super awkward. He has a moment here and there where he's like suave, but he's like, they're playing it up very, very well that he like doesn't know what he's doing romantically. And I think that's cool. That's a fun twist. Because they could easily be like, he's the hot elf who gets all the ladies and the men. And he's kind of like that with Gilmore a little bit. But even then, Gilmore is more...
I hate our options. I hate how it's driving a wedge between the group.
Gilmore's the more one who's forward in that relationship. Vax kind of just like reacts to him, and I think that's funny. Also, these two...
Bollocks.
What's really bothering you, darling?
When the Briarwoods came, no one could have prevented it. But this... I did this. I had us flee here, and Raishan followed. I've endangered my people once
Interesting.
more.
The way you self-analyze. I've always admired it. But at some point, you have to forgive yourself.
Just imagine the dogs outside are part of Whitestone.
Undo the past.
Well, one can certainly try. You may know...
No one can undo the past. Interesting. Keep that in mind for campaign 2. Well, you can certainly try. Fuck you, writers.
Better than I know myself, Exalia. And you're right. I must focus on the problems ahead. On fixing this. No, not this. This is rubbish.
I know we can. Together.
Trinket's like, you ain't earned the right to be my dad yet. I only got a mom.
Right. I was thinking, it won't matter whether Raishan is lying if we can get to those eggs.
If they're real, we'd have an ally. And if they aren't...
Then we let our vestiges do the talking.
I just had a thought. They did say this season was going to be about romance a lot, and we've already got the kiss. For these two, for those who are in the know, do you think they're going to actually animate the scene of, I don't want to spoil it, but the, should we talk before or after? I really hope that that's in the show. I really do.
Shall we wake the others?
Trinket? Sundry, if you can hear me, grant us luck.
A stealth mission into a dragon's lair. You've come a long way from stealing from my shop, my handsome half-elf.
Kiss!
Ah, you know, same game, bigger walls.
The item you requested should make quite a show.
I'd expect nothing less, Sean.
But this feels weird every time.
Oh, they are going back. Okay. I have to say, if someone's like an expert on campaign 1, I'm certainly not. Like I said, I've watched it once, and it's like, it's my least... I do like it a lot, but it's my least favorite of the 3 campaigns. So if I'm just throwing out random questions, it's because for a lot of campaign 1, I remember like big plot point moments, but there's a lot of like individual stuff that I don't recall a lot. So when I'm like, oh, they're going back there, I don't remember if they go back there in the campaign or not. So it's just FYI. If someone's watching this who's like an expert at campaign 1 because you love it so much, I see you, you're valid. I don't personally agree, but it's still good. I still like all the characters. But that's, yeah. Also, please don't spoil future stuff if you are an expert or know the ahead of time. For those who might read the comments. Or even me, because they could be doing newer, different stuff.
Alright, huddle up. As we know, I'll be making a daring aerial incursion.
Which is certain to fail.
I mean, I wouldn't say certain.
Is highly likely to fail.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stubby. In any case, you all have your backup assignments.
Yep. I'm on rock duty.
Me and Grog will get up close and personal with our vestiges.
Vesticles.
With mine circling overhead.
I'll be watching Vax.
And I'll be ready with the signal for when he fails.
For when he fails.
Sure, brother. Sure.
Plan sounds aces. What could possibly go wrong?
And smash cut. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Shit! Do the thing!
Do the thing.
Let's give them a taste of our toys! More insects!
That's right, because Thordak doesn't care about the vestiges. That was only what what's her face wanted? His face. The other dragon. Not Raishan, the other one. Forget. See, this is cool because in the campaign, Matt. I mean, let's be honest. Mechanics wise, in Dungeons and Dragons, what is happening with the vestiges is Matt is giving powerful magical items to the party so that he can ramp up the threat of the enemies. And when he gave Scanlan Mythcarver, Sam didn't really use it. So I like that they're integrating it more into the show because I could tell that Sam's lack of use of Mythcarver, because in the campaign, Scanlan more and more became just a straight caster. And Mythcarver did help with casting, but you also had to fight in melee with Mythcarver to get the most benefit for it. And so Sam stopped doing that because he became more straight spellcaster as his bard got higher and higher levels. So I've always felt like Matt kind of wasn't annoyed, but felt like it was a missed opportunity when Sam didn't use Mythcarver. So I like that they're including more scenes of Scanlan using it in the show. That's cool.
Come on, we need to rejoin the fight. No, damn it. She was right about all of it. The eggs, the nest. The vestiges aren't enough. We need to run.
Yep. Oh my god, what a cool shot.
These are the vestiges Umbrasyl covered.
Umbrasyl, there.
Your relics will lie in ash with your corpses.
Go! Take cover!
We need to hide! Now!
Pass without a trace. Mass invisibility, let's go!
Can't run, can't hide, what do we do?
The arrogance that you would dare enter my domain.
Raishan!
Oh.
Careful where you point that.
This is your fault! You told Thordak we were coming!
Fool, I warned you.
Get us out of here, and we'll reconsider.
Finally, a rational mind.
A rational mind? Do you think they're gonna animate the feeble mind? That would be great!
Group hug! Everybody get intimate!
Rational mind, and she says it to Keyleth? That's gotta be referencing that.
Somebody put out that fire! still. Try not to move.
Now do you trust me? Then make haste for Ank'Harel.
You're safe, my progeny. Safe. But how did they get that close? No, it's all right. It won't happen again. For I will have Vox Machina brought to me. And they shall burn.
Still got 9 minutes. I was like, is it over? I feel like it's over. What is this? Is this the new intro? Oh no. Wait, I thought the Dawn plate was in the Hells. I don't remember.
Ank'Harel, the jewel of Marquette. Also, fun fact, my old stomping grounds. Over here is the famed Suncut Bazaar.
Campaign 3, Campaign 2.
The River District, where you can find anything your heart desires.
Let's see if there's any references to the other campaigns.
Aha. Those fearsome men in uniform are the Hand of Ord, guardians of the mysterious...
Oh, Ord!
Jamansa Ord.
I forgot about Jamansa Ord.
And down this street is where your dragon friend said we'd find the vestige.
I, don't suppose you want to break in and steal a priceless relic for us?
I'm a salesman now, friend. All your palace intrigue, no longer intriguing. If you need me, I'll be sipping a glass of Stassman down the street. Ta-ta.
Hey, Gil, if a fellow were looking for a traveling musical act around here, where would he start?
Where do you think you're going?
Vex. Remember that favor you
Oh, shit.
All right, we know the
He's
drill.
looking for Kaylee.
Smash and
I
grab
don't remember
on
her
this suburb.
part in this
Easier
game.
said
Part
than
of the
done.
campaign.
It's high noon. There are eyes everywhere.
Then we call it off. What? Raishan's holding all the cards and we're exactly where she wants us. Vax?
What other play do we have?
I like this. I like that they're setting up Keyleth as the Raishan doubter.
I don't know.
That's all I'll
but
say.
I refuse to believe that our
I like
only
that
two
choice.
choices are Raishan or failure.
Keyleth,
Percy? That sounded like...
Oh, shit. I forgot. Oh, God, I forgot all about her. I even said her name.
We're not the only ones who want that plate.
These wounds.
Hey, stay with me. Who did this to you?
She is still here.
Yep. Oh. There she goes.
A pepper box.
Yep.
It can't be.
Percy, we need to keep our heads if we're going to.
Right behind you,
Anna's on her is on his list, or was. Oh my God! I also forgot that she had. Oh man. Nice. Cool. That was a cool tease of that.
Get down!
Sorry.
I'll try to stabilize him.
Vex, your broom. Follow them.
I gave it to Scanlan.
You what?
Oh no. Yeah! Oh, cool! What a cool way to show that. Oh, man. I love that. I forgot she had that. That's how... Yep. Cool. What a great way to make Anna seem more deadly. That's so great. It's so much better than how Matt described it in the show, in the campaign, and it already sounded cool in the campaign.
Spice?
I'm sorry, what?
You spice? Spice it?
What? Oh,
Is that Matt?
Sometime. No, not right now. I'm going to see my daughter.
Oh. Does she spice?
Dude.
Dr. Anna Ripley.
Why am I not surprised, Percival? Then again, you put things together faster than anyone I've met.
Hand over the vestige, and I may let you live.
Which one?
Oh, yes, I'm glad that they revealed
quite
that.
handy before you stole it back. Ah, you've improved my old prototype. How flattering.
There's nowhere to run, Ripley. You're all alone.
Oh, that's the thing, Percival. I'm never alone.
Yep. Yo!
Bargain, Percy. And I will happily correct.
Oh my god, that's the end? Yo, oh man. That was great. What a great setup in the first episode, man. I'm so glad that they didn't keep it hanging and they did reveal that Anna does actually have she has two vestiges. She has the cloak, which I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's such a cool way. The cloak is one of my favorite vestiges just because I love like magical shit, and the way that they showed her sucking in the vines and shooting them back out is such a cool way to show off the cloak's main ability. Perfect. That was a super cool first episode. Are they going to show a preview? I don't remember if they do this on Amazon Prime or not. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, let's see if there's any, if they do any, I don't want to get copyright claim just from the stupid. There we go. Okay, so Kelly Who. It's so funny to hear Kelly Who again because I am, I'm replaying, I love the Command & Conquer franchise. We don't talk about 4, and we don't talk about what happened after 4, but from the first game, all the way up to the third, Red Alert, Kane's Wrath, all of them. I'm currently replaying right now Red Alert 3, and in the Empire of the Rising Sun campaign, Kelly Who is the Eva character. So it was just funny hearing Anna again and being like, I was just playing this last night and I heard that voice. Cree Summer as Raishan, always doing great, and Gina Torres as Yenin is super cool. So yeah, that was great. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully I will have recorded the reaction, which means if you see episode 2, then I've figured out a way to hide from Big Bad Amazon, but if not, enjoy the show. I really think that the second half of Vox Machina is far better than the first half. I do like the first half. I think the Briarwoods are super cool, especially Lady Briarwood. For reasons, I really like Lady Briarwood. And that's all I will say about her. But I like her for lots of reasons, some of which I cannot say. But yeah, enjoy, and I will see you guys for the next thing, and stay awesome. Farewell.